everybody, and welcome back to our Kanjust Gaming. Kanjust here, bringing you some more Space Engineers and the Hoodwinked scenario. Alright guys, last time we were here, we had built and test flown our lovely new toy here, our carry-all, and we had built the bridge. Now, here you go guys, there it is in its full glory with all the railings up and trucking. If you guys also remember, I used the steel gantries, and there you go, it looks awesome. I thought I'd leave the camera there just to show you guys how it came out in the end. It took ages, although mind you saying that, I've got a section there that's missing bits. I thought I got everything. Alright, well, that's a quick fix. We can do that. But the other thing I want to do is I want to go over to that wrecked pirate ship and I want to claim all of its goodies. Disassemble it. And we can do that now, which is why I wanted to build this lovely jubbly ship in the first place. Okay guys, whilst I'm getting myself ready and on board, do remember to hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, tap that notification bell and leave us that nice comment below. Alrighty then. Okay, so yeah, we're down to 53% power. That's not too bad. Okay, let's see. If I turn off the programmable block for the moment. Cargo shark. And component. I think that's how I spelt it just then. Right, there we go. We've got 20k in the bank. Alright, go to disconnect, move forward a bit, go remote access, Stone Camp terminal, go prog, and turn that back on. So that's going to create loads more material for us. So yeah, I think first of all, let's go and pay a visit to that bridge. We'll get that finished off just quickly, because we can. Would be nice if I could have like somebody like walking around up there, and around the corner or over there, and then sort of like walking up the gantry or something like that. I mean, that'd be cool, but can't do that. Well, yet my camera keeps on sticking, even though I've got blue tack underneath it to hold it in place. But there we go. Oh yeah guys, thanks for all your nice comments that you've been sending my way. I mean, I really do appreciate every single one of you. I'm sorry if things that I've said have been harsh or cruel to any of you. Just want to get that out of the way, because that's the sort of guy I am. I always think that, oh yeah, it's me, I've done something wrong, or it's just the way that my mind is wired, even though it isn't. On top of that, yeah, I'm so glad that I can, like some of you have been saying, you don't have the finances or the equipment or whatever to be able to play this game at the moment in one way, shape or form, so that you're watching it because that you're playing it through me or something like that. I just hope that in time everything works out for all of us. So thank you guys for your continued support. I'm just so grateful, so blessed and honoured by everything that you guys have been saying. It's helping me a lot, it's helping you a lot, so I think we're sort of helping each other. Sorry, keeping an eye on what I'm doing here, because I don't exactly want to mess up. But yeah, I mean, okay, I'm still a bit too far back. I think I need to be more like around about there. Ish. There we go. Yeah, so while that's finishing off the work that needs to be done, yeah, I will be bringing in the either the hydrogen mod or the fusion reactor mod. I'm not sure which one you guys would like, so let me know. Yeah, because both mods are fantastic in their own way. I like the look of the more cylindrical looking hydrogen one because it goes with the oxygen farms that we've got. I also like the fusion reaction pack because having that fusion reactor, it just uses hydrogen to then produce energy at quite an exceptional rate, and having like that big towering like base fusion reactor. I think it was, now which scenario was it I used that in? It was the one with the big blue space station. I used it in that. I remember that much. Yeah, that was just great. I mean, it worked out so beautifully in the end. There we go. Look at that. That's that bit done. Okay, so while we're talking, we'll head across to the wrecked pirate ship, which is over that way. Still need to do, however, a ton of work on our Oasis area, because that was another reason why we built this lovely carriole. I mean, I've got some ideas of how to improve her as well, but yeah, I mean, in the end, things are working out quite well. Being honest with you, I love how like these it's a shame I'm not more in the center of the screen, but the central reversing engines, I love how they look. I'm not too sure about like these engines like on the interior side, but I've yet to come up with a better idea, a better solution for it. I mean, I know I've got tons of engines on the outside there, so maybe I could get rid of them. But it's like, well, what do I do in its place? How do I make this look good? Yeah, there's still a lot of modifications that I could do, like the main like control room area. I'm starting to think, that like dude, that's like way too big. You know what I mean? It's just I think it would look good having like an area on the back with maybe like some like boxes and like some of those new cargo boxes, some of those like freight boxes and things like that, all dotted around within like some railing or something, to be able to make it look more like it's an in-use carriole. That's the word I was looking for, I guess. Okay, we're about 8.5 kilometers out. 36%. I think we'll be okay. I mean, may have to sort of park it, turn the systems off while we're utilizing the land shark to be able to get all the bits and pieces that we need. I'm gonna adjust this camera just slightly. Hopefully yeah, that's better. You can see more of my head. UNK and distress signal. Oh. I'm just wondering, have I made a mistake in not getting like the bits together for claiming the ship, to be honest with you. I wonder whether when we're in range whether we'll start getting some negative exposure from... Because some people are pinging me badly on my phone. Sorry about that. Right, let's see what happens. So far, I don't seem to be getting any negative press. Now, hopefully this won't roll. I'm going to just quickly save it here, because if that rolls, that'll roll off the edge of that cliff. Right, I'm just going to have to fly down it. Parking brake on. Whoops. Where's the door? Maybe I needed to colour code it better. And also, having like a landing area would also be nice as well. So, I think, yeah, some structural modifications might be a good idea. Oh, didn't take into account the front end of the pirate ship. There we go. Besides, look at this. I mean, we've got the door open and everything. I mean, can I breathe? It's low O2, but I can still breathe on this planet. Okay. It's not taking it apart as far as I'm aware. I wonder why that is. Let's have a look inside first before I jump to conclusions. That's it. I think I used the dead Jim joke when I was last here. Toilet, bed. There's nothing to... nothing to stop me from claiming this. Ah, I think I know why. I should have seen that on the first pass. You saw the door, the red lights. Right. Let's check our bounding box. I think that should be everything of that wreck within range. And because I made everything, transferred everything to nobody by basically going, I won't do it to this vehicle, but I went like Control A, and then I went Transfer To. That Transfer To box is so powerful. It's sort of overrated. But yeah, you click on nobody, it transfers it to, well, nobody. And so therefore, all of this ship now, I can now collect. If I was to transfer it all to me, I could, in effect, I could repair it. But I think at this moment in time, it's more useful to me as scrap and spare parts. So, whilst that's going on, actually, I should have turned those bounding boxes off, shouldn't I? Can I just get onto... No, it's not going to let me just do that. I'm just going to have to hope to God I can... There we go. And then grab access to that. And then... too far. Hey, there we go. Oh, yeah, before I forget, half the problem I was having, I had to solve by doing that and putting in some panel work in here, just to be able to hide things as best as I could. You know, usual stuff. Okay, so, over here. So what I'm proposing is making all of this a hell of a lot shorter. Typical. Right. And it starts, unfortunately, with a ton of grinding work. But let's see, this thing can stay here for the moment. Take out even the door.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
Right, let's see if this stuff gets taken. Yep, it gets taken. So if I drop a lot of this excess here for the moment. Yeah. Now the obvious question is how far back do we want this? And I'm thinking something like that is probably going to be an ideal distance, and then we can have all of that space for like putting in boxes and all the stuff that we need. And this is like a perfect opportunity while we're waiting for something else to happen. We might as well do something like this. So if we grab that, while we're in here, we'll grab the survival kit. What else do we potentially need? I think that's it for now. ideally. Yeah, I don't think we really need anything else in here at the moment, in this moment in time. I mean, we could throw in a bed maybe, you know. So, okay, so let's start by doing that. We'll get in the Mark II survival kit in our new survival, you know, grey, if you will. And we'll do the same, no, not wrong bed, with an inset bed. Oh, I need some interior plate for that. Okay, that's going to be construction. That's construction as well, I believe. No, that's girder. Leave that girder in there. That'll do. That is going to take forever to take apart, but I don't mind that. Okay, now where was I? Yes. So, I'll have the bed in there, and I'm thinking the door slap bang in the middle, sort of like we had before. Really not sure why I got rid of that door there. That was silly. Okay, so now we can get rid of this stuff. Probably the safer way. Okay. That's just comical every time. I don't know why, but it's just comical. Right, one item I did forget to put in was the bay window. Because what we're going to do is just simply that. Do that on the other side as well. And that creates our, well, finishes our cabin, I guess you could say. Right, then what do we do here? I think
Inventory full.
we start by taking that apart.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
And the same with that. So let's start with because we've got that there.
Inventory full.
Yeah, I think I'm going to change the ladder as well while I'm at it. You know, just, I mean, why stop at one thing when we can address a lot of the underlying issues? So, I think we do something like that, and then usually I can find grating or, you know, very easily. This time around I'm struggling to find it for some reason. Ah, yeah, we've got the lights now in the way. I mean, they were great to begin with, but now we need to do that. Now, what I guess we can do lights, we're in the railing. But here, I believe there's an end one here somewhere. Where it encompasses all the sides. Or am I thinking just of the... Yeah, I think I'm thinking of something else. Okay, so what we can do is an alternative is that. And then... That is ridiculous. If only there was an inverse one of them. Nope. I suppose in a way that could potentially work. Sort of like as a linking of like the engine pods. Yeah, I'll go with that. That works. Okay. I wonder. Oh, bother. Kept on flicking between the two and I missed the correct angle. Just sort of like trying to finish this off a bit. I mean, I can't get in there because of that. That's understandable. I can at least do that. I can then do... How am I going to get the... bollocks. There's always something, isn't there? Because what I was hoping for was to be able to use that railgate, but like one out, sort of like that, I guess you could say, if I can get the angle right, to hold it in place. But if I've got that rail in there, the question is, do I really need it? I think the answer is no. I'm just being ridiculous.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
So if I do that instead, and then go... Ah! I'm being an idiot. Because I could do that. And that doesn't look right as well, so... If I have that holstered up on... some upside down mirror railings. Yes.
Inventory full.
Okay, let's do that again. Double railing. Like that. Like that. Then we'll do the... Sorry, I keep moving in my seat as if I'm the one who's flying. I don't know why I do that. It annoys the heck out of me and other people as well. Okay, so now... Oh, yeah. Yeah, that I could go with. That I could live with. I sort of got that idea from Frostbite. I think it was the first time I saw that. That idea of using like a mirror image to hold up the top and have it look like it's bolted onto something. And then you've got like the idea that this is then welded onto the side of the battery or something of that nature, or even like using like one of those like U clamps, you know, where you got like the plate, the bolt that goes through, and then you like put nuts on the other side. I think that's what they're called, U clamps or something like that. Okay, so that has actually worked out pretty well. And then I can do what I was suggesting earlier, if I can find them. I know you're around here somewhere. Show yourself. Okay, so maybe have like a cargo crate there, and maybe barrel there. We've got dinner trying to attack us down there. Oh wow, headshotted it. Alright, yeah, going back to what we were doing though. I think though I'm gonna have to have these in a different colour. Maybe have to like, get these in gold, like we had in like in the base. But it still looks too much like. Maybe have that one as a red. That one maybe as maybe as a camo green. And then yeah, it's like a series of boxes around as well. So go with like some of these freight ones. Something like that maybe.
Energy low.
And then maybe have like that box in blue. We'll have that one in white. So it adds a little splash of colour to it. Okay. Let's get inside it first of all to recharge. Also get an idea of what's going on inside the wreck above us. By the looks of it, it's taking out like all of like the major organs before it does like all of the plate stuff, which is good. I mean, I'm not really too bothered about the hydrogen. Right, apologies for that. That was the front door and a delivery for moi. So, hence why I'm a little out of breath. I've been running down 2 flights of stairs. It's a hell of a long way. Okay, oh, yeah, of course. Twat. Alright. Let's heal up. Go inventory. Cargo. Get rid of all that excess. Got that last component in there. Yeah, it doesn't look half bad. Still not overly convinced I like this front end. I think it's because like I've seen like the intro to like the game as it stands at the moment, and what they've done with it, they've modified. They've got like these drop ships with like this like huge like dome, and it sort of like comes underneath, but it sort of stops about halfway. So the top comes back here, and the bottom is down here, and it sort of like domes around. It's really quite nice. Okay, that's done, that's done, that's done, that's done. That's just about the only thing that's not done now. Hey, I could have sworn I picked up the steel tube. Can't withdraw 8 steel tubes. Okay, let's go hunting. I don't know if this has got it. I'm just sort of trying to help clear up the mess. That was some of the steel tube, that's for sure. Yeah, 16 small steel tube. Yay! There we go. And we carved up a little bit of the ship while we're at it. There we go. Oh, now that's looking nice. We've got this area that we can drop onto. We've got a nice new long ladder that we can now climb up. Yes. This is sort of what I was looking for. It was more of a tug feel rather than a I don't know, some sort of spaceship sort of feel, because that's what this is. It's a glorified tug. That rather than pulling, it lifts. Obviously. Sorry. I wish I could do it in the right voice, but yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. You know where I'm coming from. Even if I haven't got a clue. Right. What is that? Is that a decoy? Was a decoy. Now it's scrap. That's an interesting idea. Using a conveyor pipe cap to sort of make a feature, even though all this is interior wall. It's nothing special, it's just... But it does actually make for a nice featurette. Man, I bet this ship looks something in its day.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Oh. Oh. You heard the lady. Inventory's full. Don't need the jetpack, do I? Because that's why we added in these sections. So we can climb up, get access, and go. There we go. Interesting. Colourful blocks? I wonder what was in here that needed blue here and red under here? What? Sliding hatch door. Leading down to something in the belly of the beast. Oh, blimey, this has got a few parts. That's cool. It does beg the obvious question, how much of this is actually underground?
Inventory full.
Inventory is so small, it's ridiculous. Even maxed out, I'm still maxing out. Well, mind you, saying that, I do carry a lot of bits and pieces with me. Also, another reason why I'm trying to not use my jetpack, because I don't have that much left in it. Could have restocked when I was back at base, but I forgot to do it. Honestly, guys, I've been really so eager to get a video where we're doing this together. I actually forgot completely about it. Sometimes I find it really strange, sort of what you have to do to be able to get access to stuff. I love how sometimes things float in the air the same way that bricks don't. One of my favourite quotes is that one from Douglas Adams' Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, because it was just awesome. Sorry, I'm also checking the time because of the fact that I've been doing a lot of hour-and-a-half videos recently. On top of that, unfortunately, I have work this evening, so I've also got to get myself ready for that. What's that evening? Afternoon.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Energy low.
Oh, what's Dave got? He's got a message from the pirates, which we did read a few episodes ago. Righty-ho. Quite a lot of metal coming out of this, which is great and obvious. Yeah, there is stuff underground. I'm just doing what I can get access to at the moment. It means I've got to drop the entire rig.
Energy critical.
Right. Well, let's drop off what we've got. Get some energy. Okay, so just to recap what we've done, we've modified the carryall, probably made it a lot lighter actually, just by getting rid of some of that stuff. Yeah, we've added in some cargo places that we can put some stuff in. We've added in a room where we can sleep if we needed to. All that sort of stuff that we'd normally find on board one of these sort of vehicles. We were taking apart that spaceship bit by bit. Yeah, even that, which is underground, I would imagine will eventually become ours. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave this going and salvage the rest of this ship. After that, I believe over near the base, I think there's yeah, there we are. There's a pirate relay post there. We need to somehow get to that and dismantle it and figure out where we go from there, guys. Because so far, things are looking good. I believe we need to go and mine out a load more materials, even though we've got 842 thruster components there. So obviously there were some ion thrusters in this ship. However, I think we're going to still need a load more gold, which is where we can utilize one of the other trailers, which is able to carry vehicles with it. And I think we should actually need some finishing off as well. And then I think from there we can start thinking about getting access to the stars, to other planets, because you know, if we go to like the Earth-like planet, we get things like mammal meat that we can then use to create recipes. More likely to find other plants and things like that. And then we can travel around, getting all the resources, bringing it all back to Pertam, and doing everything that we want. That's the overall plan I've got. However, it's going to be incremental steps. So let's get to the point where first we know what's on Pertam, which we can now do, because I think we need to just go on a mass explore mission. And find things. But I think next episode, the most critical thing to do is we need a dedicated docking port for the carrier, and we need to be able to be able to take off and land at our leisure with it, and like I say, get the gold. I think those are our two main mission objectives for the next episode. So join me next time on Kansas Gaming, where we shall endeavour to get towards being spacebound. Thank you guys for joining me, and I'll catch you next time here on Kansas Gaming.